Hey everyone out there in YouTube land, this is Annette Dion, the host of the Psychic News Network. And I am coming at you on July 3rd. Happy Independence Day, almost. So, lots in the news as usual. Today in New England and Massachusetts, it is raining and pretty chilly. So, I wonder if you all have had such strange, drastic changes in your weather situation. It's like schizo weather here. Because I know I was boiling hot, sweating just a few days ago, and now I literally took out my winter scarf and a sweatshirt. Hang on, a card fell. So let's get to the news. We are looking at, let's see, voter suppression happening. The Supreme Court, now let me remind everybody that it shouldn't have come as a surprise that the Supreme Court is taking way right-wing, conservative views of, that lead to needing to suppress the vote because there's a certain party in the United States that does not want to see democracy continue. Let's be real. Let's just tell it like it is. Voter fraud is a made-up problem that never existed. The election in 2020 was, according to the research, the most secure election and the largest turnout election of any election in United States history. Of course, there are more people on the planet. That's got something to do with the turnout. But it was extremely secure. If you don't believe that, you probably won't like my channel. So just a heads up. Love you. We just might not agree. There was a time in America that if we didn't agree, we still loved each other. Remember? Anyway, I digress. So I'm just straightening out the cards and getting into some questions. So, he who shall not be named is just about to embark upon a rally in Florida that Governor DeSantis begged him not to do. And then from what I heard, he retracted that and now he's in full support. The reason Ron DeSantis didn't want he who shall not be named to do this rally is, well, first of all, why the heck is he doing rallies? Second of all, they're dealing with a major disaster there. And if you saw the video footage of that condominium collapse last week in Florida, if you saw the video, if you look it up, there is a video. It's a surveillance camera from another building that caught the whole thing. I mean, it's like 9/11 style stuff in terms of the level of the disaster. It was just like the tower card in the tarot. So anyway, Ron DeSantis didn't want him to come and do a rally. And, big crybaby gets his way. And he's going ahead and having a rally. So I'm going to actually look at how that's going to go. How the rallies in general are going to go for him this summer. As I said, I don't even really know why he's having rallies. Specifically, but generally, he really needs the accolades. He really needs to hear the sound of people applauding. And and the guides are just showing me Kim Jong-un in terms of that's what he likes. Like Kim Jong-un will have people, they're all dressed the same and they all have stand a certain way and they clap a certain way and I heard when Kim Jong-un's father died, I don't remember his name. I think it was Kim something. If you didn't show enough what looked like sad emotions, you were persecuted for that. I mean, to think that he who shall not be named was writing love letters back and forth to this horrific dictator really is a reality check. And, he has people maimed and tortured just because if they look at him the wrong way. So yeah, Kim Jong-un has that mentality of he needs the accolades, he needs the applause, he demands it to the degree that if he doesn't get it, you could die. Now, of course, this is a lower degree of that. I'm not saying he's exactly like that. But there's a little bit of that in there. Very, very, very disturbing that Americans think that's okay. Think a lot of things that are okay that he did and has proven himself to be one of the biggest criminals in the public eye that I have known in my lifetime. And boy, he's way up there with the person in public life who's committed the most crimes. He wins that prize. He who shall not be named. This is what I see for his rallies. Oh, this is interesting. He's going to blah, blah, blah. The Ace of Swords is about, I'm going to turn this down so maybe you can see it a little better. My light is really kind of weird. Okay, so the Ace of Swords means he's going to go ahead and do the rallies. He's going to be, you know, this card signifies great force and great intensity. So he's going to get up there and he's going to just, I'm just kidding. He's going to ramble with great intensity. It's going to be amazing how I see him getting all like beat red in the face, and you know there's going to be a lot of anger coming from him. Lamenting, we know this. It doesn't take a psychic. He's going to be complaining and lamenting and whining and, you know, giving out names and phone numbers of people to harass that didn't support him or that voted to impeach him. That's going to be going on. And what he's really wanting to do is he wants to hear the level of applause that comes with things like, you know, remember, he's probably going to throw out lock him up or he's going to be saying lock somebody up. And he's going to be bemoaning that you know, they have Weiselberg and New York. He's going to be bashing New York. He's going to be talking about the witch hunt and how it's so unfair and that he won the election and all, you know, the top 10, top 20. That's all it's going to be. No policy, no platform, and he's not running for president. And I don't really know any other reason why he's doing these rallies except he needs an ego boost. And I do see empty seats. I definitely see empty seats. And I see people leaving halfway through his talk. And I feel like his rally speeches are going to be like 90 minutes to 2 hours long as usual. And the Fool card is coming up around that. Like, you know, it is a clown show. It is going to start to look really foolish. And people are going to start to feel like they're being played for fools. This is going to happen. And the guides are telling me that he's going to lose about a third of his supporters by like September. By the end of these rallies, it's going to work against him, was what I'm picking up. Now, I listen to David Pakman on YouTube, and I don't agree with some of the things that he says. He's not a psychic. He has a political YouTube channel. I really like him. He's got great information, talented guy, really brilliant. Some of the things that he says, you know, I just check in with these people that cover the news, you know, because I have the Psychic News Network, and I kind of, he thinks it's going to be dangerous for the Democrats that he who shall not be named is given rallies, but I don't feel that. I feel like, you know, the Orange Man is going to lose. He's going to lose people with these rallies. I'm not really sure what I don't think it's something that he says that makes him lose supporters. I think it's the length of the rallies. If you ever really listen to him, he doesn't make a ton of sense. And it's very disturbing. I actually was, I took a little like trip prior to January 6th. Some of you know this because I went to pray for our country. So I went and I stayed in New Hampshire at an inn and prayed for our country before the January 6th thing happened. Because we all knew we were in danger. And hopefully the prayers helped. It could have been a million times worse, as horrible as it was. And that night, it was January 3rd, maybe 4th, no, probably January 4th. He had a rally in Georgia. And it was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. He made more sense then than he's going to make, just in terms of cohesive sentences and statements. He made more sense then than he's making now. And we do know, I think we all know that he's showing signs of dementia. I think he lost Melania. He doesn't know where he last saw her. Okay, so that's the rallies. The voter suppression, let's take a look at what's going to happen there. The guides are showing me the musical Hamilton. Rise Up. Oh, look, Milu's on. You guys watch Milu? He's pretty cool. He's a psychic. Right, yeah, the guides are saying rise up. Okay, so this voter suppression, the guides are telling me too. By the way, if you haven't seen the musical Hamilton, you can see it on Disney Plus on video. And you know, it's the 4th of July. Watch Hamilton. It'll inspire you. It'll motivate you. So anyway, rise up is what the guides are saying about the voter suppression. People will rise up. Let's see what else is going to happen with that. I see those bills being thrown out the window. But it's not because of the people that are in power right now. It's because of the people. We the people. You know, it's not lost on me that it's called the For the People Act that is being voted down by the Republicans. You know, they're not for the people. They're for themselves. How people... I'm sorry, I'm going to try not to rant. But how individuals can look at somebody who's not proven in any way, manner, shape, or form to have their best interest at heart, the public's best interest at heart, and vote for those Republicans. I don't, it escapes me. I don't know. So, oh, the Fool card is coming up again. Boy, the Fool card is trying to tell us something tonight. We'll get to it. Okay, all right. We'd be foolish if we didn't participate. Call all your senators, call all your congressmen and congresswomen, call President Biden, call Kamala Harris, call everybody. Call Adam Kinzinger and call Liz Cheney and offer your support. Call Nancy Pelosi. I mean, seriously, the Fool card is saying, I'm telling you to rise up. Rise up. And then I just got a message that I need to get in touch with the numbers to call. I'll do that. I'll give you the information next time, I promise, of numbers to call and organizations to support. Adam Kinzinger, he's a young Republican, and he's not, you know, on the Kevin McCarthy, you know, Trump side at all. And he has an organization called America First. I like that one. I was having trouble donating the other day, but America First, support him. The For the People Act, any organization that is fighting for our right to vote. This is crazy. We live in America. We were founded on democracy. We have a United States Constitution. It's almost Independence Day. It's a big freaking deal that we are a democracy, or an experiment in democracy, and that it's lasted this long. We'd be foolish to each and every one of us to not rise up. I do see rising up. The Sun card is the most positive card in the tarot deck. So we have the Sun card. That's a positive outcome. I don't care what the Supreme Court did. I don't see that. I don't see that, even though they voted for voter restrictions in Arizona. It's unbelievable. I know, it's unbelievable. To uphold the voter restrictions, I don't think it's going to really work. Remember how long people waited in line for the presidential election? There were people waiting in line for like 10, 11 hours. That's the kind of energy and spirit we will see in this country. The Star card, yes. This card, you know, there's another psychic on YouTube, I don't remember who, but who considered, it might be Revealing Light. Marianne with Revealing Light, she's in Australia, on YouTube. So, the Star card is the America card. There's a little glimmer of light that's coming up through the cracks. I'm seeing this turning around, and the guides are showing me in a really graceful way, which indicates to me that it's going to be gradual. It's that we don't allow these voter restrictions to exist. We override them. We show up in numbers too big. to lose. I see us overcoming that. And one thing I want to say about that is, like, even personally, if you have a challenge and it's in your face and it's really difficult and you just gotta fight and you gotta go for it and you do it, there's an energy that comes with that. There's a like an inspiration that comes with that. There's a like a wow, like, oh my gosh, really a lot of excitement. I'm seeing that, and it sort of like the inspiration begets inspiration. If you've ever seen people working hard for a cause that you really and truly believe in, and they're gaining momentum, don't underestimate the power of that. That's pretty huge, and that's what I see with the Star card. Hold a vision. I'm a huge teacher and believer in the law of attraction, which says we must visualize that which and feel the emotion of that which we want to see manifest. So, hold a vision. That's what our founding fathers did. I feel like the founding fathers are coming through. They do that. That's what they did. That's exactly what they did. They were facing this oppression and suppression, from England, the king, and they were just like, we're just gonna fight this stuff. We're just gonna rise up. We're a bunch of guys in raggedy uniforms or not even uniforms, and Paul Revere runs through the streets of Boston. The British are coming, and they fought back. There was a Tea Party. They fought back and they won. This is the same darn thing. Who's coming through? I really do feel the founding fathers. It might be like George Washington or something. Really interesting. Okay, so be hopeful. It's going to be gradual wins. It's going to be very gradual wins. And there was a case in New Hampshire where a college student found it so difficult. There were so many Republican restrictions on his voting. I don't remember what he was voting in, but he won a case against the voter suppression that's happening there. Right here, right next door to Massachusetts. All right, so keep the faith about that. We'll be okay. Somebody from New Zealand asked me about like a rise up of suppressive forces in New Zealand. I'm having a hard time seeing the comments, but I did see that, and I'm just going to pull cards about that really quickly. What's going on in New Zealand? Is it going to improve? I'm going to pull 2 cards. Okay, there are people in power in New Zealand that will get a handle on this. The people are going to be suffering a little bit, but I feel like that's going on now. I'll pick a 3rd card. This is about negotiations. There's negotiations happening in New Zealand. And then the Queen, I don't know, excuse my ignorance, if it's a president or a prime minister of New Zealand. I have to look that up. But she's going to see to it that things work out for the people in New Zealand. So don't worry about that. Somebody also asked about California and the drought in the West, and I had mentioned that I covered that a few days ago. I will look at it again. I did promise. I don't see the drought. I don't see relief for that drought in the West for a pretty long time. Even like it's going to continue till the end of the year is what I get. So let's ask the guides if there's any more information about the drought in the West. I'm highly concerned about the water. Highly concerned about the water. I mean, you can only recycle it so many times. So let's ask the guides. Let's pray for the people in the West. I see a lot of wildfires coming in Colorado. There we are. This is the 8 of Cups. This is like, and the cups, oh my gosh, there's thunder out there. Did you guys hear that? So these are the cups, and they're emptying. It will start to affect the drinking water. Now the positive, there is a positive, and that's that climate change will be taken seriously finally. And I think this is actually the thing, like the last straw thing that's going to do it is that drought in the West, particularly the wildfires that are a result of you know, just building and building and building and not addressing, you know, the climate change. They got to do something. I do, and this is the second time I've seen this. I see females taking action, females in positions of power. I have to look to see the senator names and congresswomen names in California and the West, but I see the females getting a lot done in terms of climate change movement, action. We're going to lose a lot of forest. We already have. We're going to lose a lot more. Yeah. Whew. COVID. Should we look at COVID? I did mention that there's going to be a lot of breakthrough cases. People that have been vaccinated even will be getting COVID. I actually did see that in the news. The other thing I saw in the news that I had said was a condominium collapse in Florida would lead to other buildings being evacuated. That's starting to happen. That happened today, or yesterday and today. They're evacuating other condominium buildings. So I did say that that's happening. The COVID, I am seeing the breakthrough cases that I had predicted. Let's see how it's going to go for the rest of the summer with COVID. Joe Biden wanted 70% of Americans to be vaccinated, at least adults, by tomorrow, July 4th. He fell short of the goal, but it's kind of close. So I would call that a success. Yeah, we'll say goodbye to the first COVID-19 version, but we'll be saying hello to others. I see new developments in the science and the research, and this is interesting. They're really looking into, the scientists are really looking into, the medical scientists are really looking into different angles. Like I'm just seeing different angles. It's not going to be all vaccines. I mean, I really think we're in a place where we really need vaccines plus social, you know, distancing and wearing a mask in certain situations. Because I see us having to do that again, because the Delta variant is going to start, you know, rearing its ugly head here, and the Princess of Cups, Kamala Harris, is going to have something to do with making sure that we have guidelines in place again. Not sure what that's going to look like. Okay, was there anything else? I don't want to keep you too long because I know it's a holiday weekend and you want to go have a cookout if you're not having a big rainstorm like we're having. I do, if you're in New England, if you happen to be in New England, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Northeast, I do think it's going to clear up tomorrow, late in the day. I do feel like the sun's going to break through late in the day. So you'll have your fireworks, but be careful. Okay, so let's just see how the 4th of July is going to go. I did see happy things. I did see happy vibes on the 4th of July. So maybe it's just an opportunity for us to kind of join back together, and outside, of course. And let's look at America. This is really positive. I mean, this is America. This is the 4th of July. Yes, we're lining it up. We have a lot of work to do as American citizens. We're lining it up and we're waking up. Yay. I mean, it's like we have our work cut out for us as American citizens. So that's the message for the 4th of July. Let's line it up. Let's do what needs to be done. Let's be good little, you know, citizens. Good little democratic citizens. The 6 of Pentacles, we are going to see some victories in the next couple of months. And the 4th of July is marking a time that we will see some victories. If it's any consolation, last year at this time, He Who Shall Not Be Named was in South Dakota. I digress. That was that was so dark. That whole rally he had in, whatever it was, in South Dakota. Last year, 1 year ago today. Look at how far we have come. Keep praying. I'm telling you, keep praying. And this, speaking of praying, this is the Hierophant card, and this is about having a vision, having a positive vision for coming together, healing the divisiveness, hold a vision for an America that you want to see. Let's do that collectively. You promise me you'll do that, okay? Yeah, I see positive things. We're on the up and up, but it's very gradual. One thing we have to remember on the earthly plane is that things take time here. All right. And he who shall not be named, his days are numbered in terms of being effective. And effective in motivating people anymore, and motivating people to follow him. He's facing, you know, I see an indictment down the line for him, and I think that he's facing the loss of everything. If he doesn't go to prison, we can look at that next time. I feel like that's kind of a moot point right now. He's gonna lose everything, and that's you know, he's all about money and and receiving praise, and those are the two things that matter to him most. Sad to say, it should be his family, right? He's losing. That's for sure. Love always wins. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your positive comments. I want to mention that I'm going to do a new thing. I just realized to go live, a person on YouTube with a YouTube channel has to break 1,000 views, and then they can go live. So I need your help. Every time we hit a 100 mark, I'm going to offer a free reading. So when we hit 200, I'm going to offer a free half-hour reading to the 200th person, if I can figure out. All right, I'll just go to whoever left the last comment when I hit 200. All right, how's that sound? If you'd like to receive a personal reading just like this is how it works. It's AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. Just email me, AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. Don't go to my websites, they need work. Thank you so much. Happy 4th of July. Please have a wonderful time. Celebrate, get outdoors, and just be grateful that we do live in a country that was founded on the wonderful spiritual idea of democracy. And, you know, those on the other side that help to lay that foundation, they're helping. All right, namaste. Be well.